PIC TV Network fans around the world, one of the favorite people on the planet to me is this lady right here, Tracy Morgan. Before I ever, when I'm talking about 30 years ago, when I first had my first church and first conference, she sponsored it. She got everybody to do this thing, and we go way back. I done honor her with so many years with awards because she's a director, one of the first WYCB announcers in our city. She goes all the way back to Cal Hackett, like Sunshine Man. I can say names like that. Tracy, I love you.
Oh, okay. Let them know I started very, very young.
Yeah,
very, very young, okay?
You did.
I'm well, thank you.
I want to say thank you because I've been trying to get you on PIC TV Network to do this interview. You are a legend in our city. A legend. When I go to the YCB, I can think about people who are gone, like Don Edwards Miller, who you work with, some of the biggest names coming up, WYCB, WST, Cal Hackett. People don't even remember those names, the Sunshine Man. Mm-hmm. Tell us what made you stick with doing what God called you to do in the radio field this long?
I've always been passionate about gospel music, the gospel music industry, and I was called to do this. It didn't start off that way. I wanted to be a television newscaster initially, and I stumbled into radio, but I didn't want to do gospel radio. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But God had another plan, and so I am so grateful that I've had the longevity that I've had. It's nothing but the favor of God.
I remember the Bobby Jones show. You would be the one who would MC those programs when Bobby Jones would come to town. And the biggest names in the gospel arena, this woman was on introducing them. How did that feel being on that stage with Bobby Jones?
Oh, honored. And he has always been so kind to me. He's shared some very positive feedback. He's a very honest man, and he's helped to shape my career. I give him credit for what he's done for the gospel music industry and just building a relationship over the years and having him come to you and just speak his mind in love has definitely been a blessing. So I'm just so honored, and it was a great experience anytime I had an opportunity to share the stage with him or be a part of, his television tapings.
You are part of my family. And when I say that, I don't say that lightly, folks. This lady right here that we interviewing today, I'm talking about 30 years. We were interviewing Dietrich. Well, she was interviewing Dietrich Hatton.
No,
it got off her seat. She got out her seat and put me in her seat on live TV, y'all. But I love you so much, Tracy. Tell people, how important it is to stick with what your dream is and believe what your dream, because you've been doing it so long.
Yeah. It like I said earlier, once you're passionate about something, the money doesn't matter, the people that hate on you, that doesn't matter. All those things, I'm passionate about what I do, and I really cannot see myself doing anything else other than gospel radio, working in the music industry, working in television. This is what I was called to do. Mm-hmm. And so there's nothing, I think Dietrich spoke about that tonight, about, he's not tripping off what people think about him. I know I have a community of people that love and appreciate my work, and I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, I love you. I mean, you have been to the Stella Awards, the Dove Awards. You done been to all of these. I think you had won an award for the DJ Person of the Year.
Yeah, Radio Announcer of the Year for Stella Award. It's been some years ago, so yeah. Wow.
I mean, I know hundreds of thousands of people looking at this interview and say, he got Tracy on. Yeah, this is my family, y'all. This is family right here. Tracy, you just interviewed Dietrich Hatton. He's a songwriter, he's a producer, he's an actor. Mm-hmm. This brother is doing some big things.
Yeah.
And he just treated you like y'all been friends down through the years.
Yeah, and we have been. We started out pretty much together. I've been here for as long as his career has been going, and I've watched him grow just like he's watched me grow, and that's a blessing. We have those type of relationships over the years.
Wow, mm-hmm. I remember, you got to give a shout out to your husband, who's my good friend of mine, and my goddaughter. I know she got so big. I remember her like this now. She's grown, doing some amazing things. She's in the studio. Give a shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to my baby girl, Katrina. She's doing big things. She's a national television producer.
Yes, she is.
She's got her own contracts now.
Woo!
So we're just so proud of her. We're so proud of her. I did not encourage her to follow in my footsteps. I did not do it, but I couldn't stop her. You know, it's in her blood, and she is making us proud.
Tracy, tell people how they can get in contact with you.
You can follow me on all of my socials. I even TikTok a little bit for as long as it's around.
I see you on there. I've been seeing you
TikToking.
TikToking.
My TikToks. I'm trying, okay? But at Tracy M on air, and of course you can check me out on the air. I kick off bright and early in the DMV on 96.3 WHUR. I
Before Steve Harvey.
Yep, I do.
Did y'all hear that?
Inspirations.
Before Steve
Yes.
Harvey, and she been kicking it for a while. So those who like to get up early in the morning, before Steve Harvey come on, you're gonna hear this lady's voice. I think we all like give her some love.
Thank you.
And you didn't start this yesterday. This was before COVID, wasn't it? You've been doing.
It was actually during COVID, and I picked up the show from there. I believe it was March 2020, if I'm correct. So we started doing morning inspirations with WHUR, and I was so excited just to be home because I'm still syndicated nationally, but I didn't have the DMV market. So now to be home, and I do have the DMV as one of my markets, I'm excited. So and I cherish DC. This is home. This is home. So, and then you can check me out in Memphis. I do the morning show on WBBP in Memphis, Tennessee, and then nationally syndicated.
Wow.
I'm on several stations across the country on the Rejoice networks.
How do you feel to be on that side of the seats? Normally you over my side.
I'm very uncomfortable. Do you guys see me shaking? I am literally, I am so, Chin, do you see me shaking? I am shaking in my boots. No, let me ask the questions, okay? Let me ask the questions.
This is my family. You got to give shout to co-pastor Evans. You know she's watching this. You got to give us some love.
Yes,
that's your sister.
Yes, shout out to you. I love you, co-pastor. I love you.
And we got to find a way to honor her again. You guys, those who in the DMV, we got to honor her because she's doing so many amazing things down through the years. I'm talking about WHUR now, but I can go back to Heaven 1580. I can go back to WYCB days. That's a long time.
Yeah. Don't make me so old. Seriously, let me be clear, okay? This was a dream of mine when I was 13 years old. Wow. And I used to go over to WPFW and lick envelopes because I wanted to be around it so bad, so I volunteered there when I was a teenager. And then I went on from there and I went to another station. I'm not going to call that station, but it was one of the biggest stations in the area. You know what happened? They put me on overnights. Wow. And I went to sleep. And I got a tap on my shoulder and said, you can go home for good. So, but I've been in this area for so long, and it's just an honor. DC, the DMV has embraced me over the years, and I just feel honored. Honored. I got my auntie here who rolls with me everywhere. Before I got married, we've been all over the place together.
I remember her.
Traveling, my auntie Cheryl, and now my husband who actually produces the Tracy Morgan Show. A lot of people don't know that, but I just talk and he does all the work. So we're a team. I have my daughter that works along with us as well. So I'm just grateful. I'm surrounded by a great team. And I could not be more thankful. When
you come back, Tracy, and the fans around the world, I want to bring her on to talk about the days where you had to come and the DJ had to put the tapes in. The DJ had to do the weather.
The reel and all that. Yeah.
I'm taking you way back, Tracy.
Yeah.
When you had to manually come on, I don't mean this stuff that we got today. I mean the real stuff.
They have it so easy today. We had to splice tapes and put them together, and then it was, the reel.
I had to go in one room,
we had pots,
and you was in the other room.
Yeah, we had pots and records, and so it's quite different.
Living legend, y'all, coming back on PIC TV Network. You need to do your own show on our network. I don't know how we're gonna work this, but you got to do a whole show. Would y'all want that, America? Hey, and I know I don't know if you ever been in the movie, but we got a movie director and producer. We got two of them back there.
He's already cast me.
Oh, he's already
cast me. We've already worked that out. So yeah, you can look for me on the big screen and all that good stuff. As a matter of fact, shout out to North Carolina.
Wow.
I'm going to be making my debut, very first time, very first stage production, other than my cameos when used to come through DC at the Paramount Theater in a couple of weeks in North Carolina. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, super excited. Goldsboro, North Carolina, the Paramount Theater. So I'm super excited.
This she is, y'all. One more time, tell them how they can get in contact with you. One more time.
Just follow me on all my socials at Tracy M on Air.
Get up early in the morning before Steve Harvey's show on WHUR and check her out. Be there, listen to her. I think I'm gonna get up. And check you out.
Oh, that'll work.
5 a.m.
Bright and early.
Thank you, everybody. God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you.